If you guys are here right now, spam hello real quick. Hey, yo, hey. Just let me take him home, I'll do anything I want. I said, baby, I can ride you, just let me get inside there. I can take you higher if you hit this vaporizer. I got that dope shit, I'll be your supplier. You grabbing on my sheets and hitting notes like you Mariah. Obsessed with me. Hear me now. Hello. Right, that is, today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. Those who don't know, yes, Ollie had to hate me. I made a Stanley Parable reference today when I was outside. It's me, Aimsey, it's you, chat. How are we all doing today? Who here likes the Stanley Parable? Say in chat real quick. We're going to be playing the Deluxe edition. I'm actually going to start the Deluxe thing today, because I didn't do it last time. We kind of got through a bunch of the endings, but we didn't get through everything. Also, we got the light back in the background, chat. I changed my camera angle. It's all going crazy daisy. This isn't FNAF. Yeah, there's a reason for that. It fucking broke my PC. Bro, what is it with games that were released like 15 years ago that just are no longer optimized for PCs? It's fucking ridiculous. I used to have a hack with FNAF where you would like command alt it and then it would be minimized. No, apparently it didn't want to do that today. Marceline hates old games, but it's okay because we're playing the Deluxe version. So it's gonna be okay. If you guys like the Stanley Parable, I hope you guys are excited for today. I really enjoyed when I played this the first time. It was very, very fun. What is it about? So the Stanley Parable is about the end is never the end, 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 is never the end. I hope you know. I hope you understand. Oh, I hope we're up to speed. I hope we're up to speed now, okay? Hold on. Wait, the end? Is that like the realm? Is that a ref? Can we not joke about the realm ending? Stop that. Also, my voice is going. My voice was going yesterday. I was out last night and I woke up this morning. I started having voice cracks. Like I was going through second puberty. That was not fun. I kept going like, whoa. And I'm like, why can't I speak? It's not going well. It's not going well, but it's fine. Yeah, I woke up today. I went out with some friends. I saw Gregory and I saw Ollie and I saw Ross. I saw Wazwamba. Aren't you like 14? I don't know if that's meant to be an insult. I can't figure out if that person is just like, aren't you like 14? Or they're just trying to like... I can't figure it out. It's not. Okay, so which one? /10 or /insult? Aren't you like 14? No. Good talk, I think. Garfield, are you serious or are you insult? 14-year-old will be doing drinking streams? Are you playing the... Yeah, I am. I'm playing the Ultra Deluxe. Thanks, Libs. I love 14 years old, not in a wrong way. Okay, what the fuck is going on in this stream? What is going on? We just started. What? The penis man has returned. What the fuck is going on? Thank you so much, Louis Tomlinson, lesbian GF, for subscribing. Oh my god, what is going on? The penis man's returned. Louis Tom listens, GF is here. Please notice me, okay? For sure. Hey, Mary. What the fuck is going on? I'm hungover. I can't do this shit. Is 14 a good age? I'm not 14! What the fuck? I don't know! No, I don't know! I'm not the age person! Stop! I'm scared! Grandpa, calm down! I'm getting grandpa allegations in the same stream that I'm getting 14-year-old allegations, and my voice is going, so it's not really adding to my case. God. Okay, right. Anyway. The voice cracking's not helping. Guys, I'm not 14. Oh my god. Okay, let's hop into Stanley Parable, shall we? Can 14-year-olds drink Red Bull? No. Okay. Shall we lock in? Did you have a birthday? I've never had a birthday in my life. This is my first day. Okay. Let's lock in, pals. Pals. Are we ready, steady? Are you ready, steady? All right. Thank you so much for the raid. All right. What is the current time? It is 6:15. Is the audio okay? I think so, right? Oh, wait, this is AM. There we go. By the way, chat, you are going to get timed out by Fosterbot. Remember, if you say times, do not say times. Do not say times. You will get timed out by Fosterbot. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't know. Why do you call everyone pal? Because I have whimsy and happiness in my heart. I have happiness and whimsy in my heart, and I like it, okay? Is that a problem? Is that a problem? You don't like pal? What is wrong with pal? Buddy old pal, okay? I do. I go between buddy and pal because I like them both. I have a heart of gold, and I have a fun time. What's wrong with that? Okay, I'm trying to hang on, game, but I'm stressed. Partner, I do like partner as well. Partner is fun. Sound, God, guys, can we all chill? I'm stressed. Heart of gold bullshit. Why are you all so mean to me today? Am I just overly sensitive? Guys, I'm just really stressed. Duncan, I'm stressed. The voice crack makes it. I'm just gonna start crying. Be nice, it's my first day. Hang on, I'm hanging on. Oh. Wait, I need to move my camera. Hold on. Okay. Let's log in. Yeah, you can say something. I don't remember the start of this game. Oh. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Wait, that's weird. That's really weird, because before the stream started, That's really strange. Before the stream started, I booted up the game to do the time. A lot of people don't take the step seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up the game and save this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, let's get it. Should we do it? Should we do it? Screw it. I'm doing it. I'm setting it. Oh, wait, no, wrong game. Wrong game. Don't boot that up. so. So the game just crashed out. Let's try that again. Hey, we're back. Thank you so much. Okay, locking in. Again. Please enter. Okay, my favorite time is 2:30 a.m. If you know, you know. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't do it this time. I didn't get anything fun. Oh, I booted it too early. Oh, I see. Wait, can I try it again? I'm doing it again. Bro, this entire experience is just gonna be me doing this. Hold on. Me trying to get random Easter eggs. Hi, Billy. Let's try it again. Oh, of course Billy's here when I enter 2:30 a.m. I love this game. Okay, wait. Hey! God, we're so stupid. Yes! This is so stupid. Thank you for the self-play. Or you could simply not resist giving me the correct time again. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 2:30 a.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 2:30 a.m.? It's not, I mean, it's like there. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather some new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me just whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. This is so fucking stupid. Oh my god. I reset Marceline. So all of my game data is gone. We have to restart the fucking game. Yeah, it's fine. It's not like we can get any ending anyway. The end is never the end. There's never the end. There's never the end. All right, here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where
the
he
call's
was
ending.
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He was happy, pals. He was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Okay.
Something he would never quite forget.
Okay.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Yo, me when
no
there's
one
no
had showed
orders.
up to give him instructions.
Oh, me when there's
call
no
a meeting,
instructions.
or even say hi.
Oh.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
get some
he got up from
W's.
his desk and stepped out of his office.
My name's Mr. Frog. Hello. Hello. Hello, it's me, Mr. Frog.
All
Okay.
of his co-workers were...
Wait. How do I get the broom closet ending? I don't want to ruin it this time. Just go to the broom closet. Just go straight, Marsh? Should I go straight there? I think I remember the way. Okay.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Hello? 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 It's me!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hello?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. Because I remember get Chris out of the broom closet, but I don't remember what went wrong. Make sure your sliders is to include a calm and productive work. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. That's just lovely, really. Hello?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing?
I was in the closet
Why?
for like 15
Please offer me
years
some
of my life.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Listen, closet is like my second home, okay? It's okay. I'm alright with it.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
And that's okay.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
There's a lot of reasons for me
But
to
it didn't even
explore
occur
things.
to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story.
I just don't believe you, pal.
whatsoever.
I just don't believe
I never
you.
would have thought to mention it.
Okay. The end.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Hey, is this you guys? Is this play about you?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What the
He
fuck?
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he...
Right. So, what the fuck just happened? Hello? Bro just went from, oh my god, haha, you're staying in the broom closet, and then went, yeah, you're fucking ugly, you're stupid, I hate you, you're gonna amount to nothing. Fuck you, fuck your family, fuck your kids. What the fuck? One sec, I'm moving the green screen slider. One sec. Don't lie at me. Oh, what just happened to my camera? I want some natural sunlight, chat. Oh, that's better. Bro, fuck your life, bing bong. Bro just killed your cam, I know. Hold on. TR Ross when TR Aimsey doesn't hang out with them. You're fat, you're ugly, fuck your family. Sorry, Ross, I can't hang out today. Okay, fuck you. fuck your family. I've got 3 words. Keep yourself. Frick you. Oh, frick your joy and whimsy. Oh my god, okay, back into it.
Years. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
No.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No, I'm not.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system, and you collapsed on the keyboard.
I've never done that in my life.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Well, I'm not going to decompose, okay?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Oh.
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Aw, them.
All right.
Thanks.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
This game's great. Hello? Go out and step back in.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I'm ready. I'm ready. In, out, in, out. Take it all about. I do though. Do it again. Is that it? Wait, what if I close it? Fun! I need the bucket. Bring the bucket with. Okay, right. How in the world? Okay. All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna do the normal ending first. Bello! 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 To be rich isn't a crime. To commit crimes isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one? Hello! Bello! Bello! Bello, it's me. I'm here for my job. Bello! Bello! The humble minion? Fuck off!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping.
Chat, try not to metagame. I've played this before, just a heads up. If I ask for help, then you can help me. But if I don't tell me what to do, okay? Just because I don't remember a lot about the game. I'm gonna be so honest with you. So I'm probably gonna end up reacting to things that I've already reacted to, which makes it more fun.
From him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Hello. I'm just really smart, okay? I'm just really smart. Oh yeah, this is when you can go up and down,
Descending
right?
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. I'm excited to do the Deluxe.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
scared.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Which one do you guys want to do? Because we have to restart so we can then do the Deluxe. Mind? No! Wait! No! Is this the liar one? Is this the one where you guys gaslit me? And you told me you could get out, and you couldn't. And I was stressed. I remember. I remember.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I have strength. They call me strength. Poor members. Poor members. I'm waiting for the ads. 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 You know what? I feel nice today. I feel nice today. So what we're gonna do... Hold on. I feel nice today. You guys get gifted. When the ads are playing, I'm gonna do a gifted. Okay. Let me know when the ads are done. Dude, are you gonna thank Aimsey for the 5? No, I don't know. I don't know who that guy is. Guys, who the freak is that guy? No, we haven't done the Deluxe yet. We're speedrunning the normal one, and then we're gonna do the Deluxe. What up? Alright, let me know when the ads are done. Also, by the way, if you're here and you haven't followed already, please follow. That'd be really cool. How are you feeling today? I'm doing good. Just chilling, killing. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. You unfollowing? Please don't unfollow me. Water, I'm a baby. Wait, did you just get... Seriously, don't delete Water's message. Hold on. I need a VIP. Do I even have any VIP space? Hold on. That's so funny. Okay, oh my god, I've got so many VIPs. One sec. Okay. There you go. Okay. it's okay. Hold on, wait. There you go. Okay, right. Ready, back? We're back? We're back? Wait, why are you guys gifting me subs? Stop it. Thank you so much, CJ, and thank you so much, Ali. I appreciate that. Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
What number am I
Each bore
again?
the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
This is so
the
terrifying.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a
Which is
screen.
seven?
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
You know it.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
There is a part of me that's worried that this is how the realm's gonna end. Anyone else have that fear? Cool.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What do you mean so? Hey Hope, come back here. It's only, okay, I'll explain. The first time we played the Stanley Parable, it clicked in my head where I was like, wait a minute, this whole theory of we've been plucked from different realms and brought here, I was like, surely that's gonna be used as like, and then it was all a mind control thing. That's what I thought. Now I'm worried. That's meta? Please don't do that slash shit. I'm not the writer. The end is over, the end is over, the end. Me and the null be like.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
The true
For
ending of the
he
realm.
would dismantle the controls once and for
TR Aimsey if they had at least 4 more good days.
all.
Mr. I was kidding, don't worry. Don't compare. Where's one? The graphics in this is so good.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
The music. Oh! I've got goosebumps.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I'm at such a weird place in my life right now that I almost just started crying at that. Ugh, I love that ending so much. Bro, the parallels of my character now, though, is crazy. Oh, I'm good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm confused. Where are the... Oh, the Deluxe is on the right, isn't it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, it's meant to be there? Wait, why isn't it there? I'm going back to the closet, though. Hold on.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he... Oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. Ooh. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Should I stay in here or do I go now? Go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I did not.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Oh,
and in
this
such a
one.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
I forgot about
All
this one.
because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
The ASMP Aimsey of it all.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
I got goosebumps.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts all over. It hurts. Oh, fuck this game. Oh. Okay. It hurts.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How do
No
I
matter
can't
how
remember how I
hard
got up
Stanley
here.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
There we go.
co-workers.
I'm breaking the game again.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
Fuck you.
until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
I forgot about this.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
I'm miserable.
In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever.
Where's the
and
yapper?
ever.
And
Cheers.
ever. Cheers, pal. Wait, do I have to reset? I can't remember how I do this one. I have to reset, right? Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content! Okay. This is gonna be completely new to me now, okay? I've not seen anything moving from this moment, okay? I've not seen anything. If anybody wants to do a cheeky tweet real quick for me. Although, actually, I can. Hold on, let me do it. Oh wait, no, fuck, I can't. Wait, I can. I can do it on my phone. Finally getting to the new content. Content. No spoilers? Yes, do not spoil anything for me. I'm so excited. Okay. Here we go. Yippee! Okay. Ooh. I'm locked in. Okay. I'm so excited. I don't know anything that's gonna happen. Yes, do not spoil anything for me. I'll be so upset.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, pal. Oh. Oh, this is fun. Where am I off? Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh. Wee! Wee! Wee!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Answers?
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Okay.
Is it broken?
Okay, we're...
What's going on here? Should we Should we be moving
Well,
somewhere?
I was about to ask.
Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
There's some
I've
bellows in
never
chat.
been more ready. Let's do it.
I'm so excited. Get me on it, though. No, I've seen no new content of this.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Okay, pal.
It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Which is? Oh. Why is it just a white wall?
All right. Let's see. It's the jump circle. Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
What the fuck is happening? Yo, Seagaki would kill this challenge. That's all I'm saying.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Bro, yeah, it is
If
exciting.
This is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Okay.
Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Oh?
Very
It's gonna be
cool.
like spin
Yes.
room.
I knew there had to be something else.
Oh, there's actually-
Let's see it.
Okay.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship
This is
that's gone
so-
into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the
This is
game's
so
achievements,
stupid.
and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
This is so stupid.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
I don't want to.
Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, it did it for me. Okay, cool. I had no choice. Okay, cool. Oh, new. What? What? Okay.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
What the f... What? Did I just kill myself? Time out that chatter, by the way. Can we not use terms like that, by the way, chatters? Hold on. Just a heads up. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
I
Well, it got me
am so
thinking about the
confused.
past
Did I
and
just
how much
die?
better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Right.
Just our little secret.
But it's not, is it?
Take a look.
Where? Oh! Wait. Huh? Oh my god, is this Baldur's Gate?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
This is so stupid. Wow. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. That's nuts. Don't play for 5 years? Oh. I gotta wait for the ads. This is
suis dans la memory zone, seul sur la pluie des vélos, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la memory zone, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour. Mais ici, c'est aussi où je me souviens de la sortie de The Stanley Parable. C'était en 2013, un très bon jeu vidéo.
This is
2 mois après les journaux, mon amour. Rien de plus nostalgique que les prix du public qui reçut à l'IGF, mon amour.
carry on with that.
Ici, dans la memory zone, se rassemblent les deux fantômes de The Stanley Parable. Nous sommes dans la memory zone, et me voilà pris le coup. Ne me force pas à choisir mon amour. J'aimais la version d'hier, la nouvelle fera-t-elle l'affaire?
This is a banger.
Plus
So
j'y
back.
pense, plus je te perds. Voilà pourquoi maintenant j'erre dans
Okay.
la mémoire.
This is so pretty.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created.
Persona!
It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
What in the world am I playing? Minecraft. Wait, what is this? I want to go to there. I want to go to there.
Here's another moving passage.
I'm not
this time
listening
from
to another review, bro. Let me
The
out.
Stanley
Let
Parable
me out.
is both a
Let me
richly
out.
stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games
Let me
and one that
out.
offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and
I don't-
rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
No.
9 out of 10. Don't you
Stop
get it,
it.
Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything
No.
else. It
Let me
didn't
out.
need new
Let me
content.
out.
It just needed to be left alone
Let me
to
out.
spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Please. Wait, how do I? How? How do I? Wait. Why can't I? There has to be a way. I want to be in the serious room. Am I stupid? The serious room is for hackers. I can't jump.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting
This is
down
so
here.
stupid.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I feel like when I die, it's just gonna be a collection of awful chat messages. This would be my version. Ah, you gay freak! Ah! Ah, stinky lesbian! One will be from me. Okay, so notice how I said stinky lesbian, and then suddenly you're in chat? Yeah, you're not beating the allegations, pal. You're not beating the allegations, pal, are you? Nice one. Nice one. Caught. 4K. 4K. Homophobic. You should rebrand to Ross Homophobic. Buh. I'll work on it. I have to lay. Homophobic gumba. Caught.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable,
This is
but
so
the game is already
stupid.
such a densely layered
Unfunny.
web of profound philosophical
This is
insights
me.
that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Unfunny! I like it. Unfunny!
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can...
I fucking love this. Preachy! Me? Nipples? No, bro, I bite. Me? I'm funny. Bro's clutching his belt. Bro was about to say, oh, great heavens.
Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
A little bit.
Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought
This is a great game.
but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Oh.
Like I let these people down.
No, they just don't
Perhaps
get you.
the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, they just don't get you, Queen. They just don't get you.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes.
Oh, no.
Yes, I think we can do that.
Oh, no.
If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customers.
Where's the skip?
Yes.
Where's the
A
skip?
skip button we shall have.
Where?
And here it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue for... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
I can't. Oh, shit. Am I dead?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about it.
This is TR Ross when I take 3 hours off. Oh. Oh, shit.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
I'm having a great time.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
That was terrifying. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, what? Is reality as I know it completely disconstructing? Oh no. How long has it been? Oh no. You won't give a dying guy one last poison bottle, will you? No fucking way! The soundtrack. Wait, is that it? Is that the ending? Are you fucking caught?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Wait, this is new.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
What? Nikki, I'm in awe right now, pal. I'll be honest. Thank you for getting me to play this today, Marsh. I'm in awe. Wait, there's more. I want to go that way. I would like to go that way, please. Let's go that way. Whee! Whee! Okay, whatever.
You see,
guys enjoying
Stanley,
this chat?
I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
I was gonna say that the majority of the time people love to recommend me games because I'm just the big I don't even mean to, but I'll rewatch VODs of mine sometimes and I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a reactionary person. And I never realized it until I was rewatching my Night in the Woods VOD. And bro, my fucking ass, I was like this the entire time. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Me reading the lines like, proximity counts for a lot right now. It's like tears. I must be the type of person that, like, if I play your favorite game, like, you win. Because obviously, like, my favorite thing in the world is recommending people to play things that I love. because I want to see their reaction. So I bet, like, obviously, if any of you guys watch me play a game you like, you guys must be fucking over the moon. Because I'm just over here like this. Holy shit. Yeah, I just like media, man.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
This is so
Think of all the new
stupid.
territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new
I get through
experience,
here?
built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many
Okay.
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Wait, I'm gonna open my window. Sorry, I'm very warm. One sec. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Also, I'm gonna get a snack. Wait, one sec, one sec. Look after yourselves, we're getting a snack. One sec. The end is never the end. It's never the end. Meow, 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 meow. Why are you pleasing? What's going on? Come back. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I was getting some hula hoops. All right, ready? Okay. Can I go through all these doors? No, okay.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term
This is
franchising
so fucking...
potential.
I hate this, bro. This is fucking ridiculous. The fucking layout being modernized. I hate this. Capitalism. This is fucked, bro. And the fucking laptops and the projectors instead of having the fucking PCs. Man.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
This is fucking nuts. On the way, this way to the show floor? Wait, why can't I? Oh. Is that true? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? Oh my god, it's raining. I don't know when the last time I caught rain.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? Do your name in the game. Wait, what? A button that says
For
the
the Stanley
name?
Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you roll
People named Jim must be fucking losing their mind.
play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
I'm Jim.
forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as
Okay,
Jim,
okay.
seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim,
Okay.
and as Jim, watching your dreams
deep
crumble
breathing.
into dust.
I'm Jimmy
Do you
Solidarity.
feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then
Wait, are
please
you guys Jim?
step forward and
Wait, are you guys Jim? Wait, I'm Jim. Wait, no, I'm Jim. Wait, you're Jim? No, wait. No, I'm Jim. But if I'm Jim and you're Jim, who's watching Foxy?
Press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the Jim
Jim.
button away.
Jim.
Otherwise,
Jim.
soon you'll start to
Jim.
lose
Jim.
all sense of
Jim.
who you
Jim.
actually are.
Jim.
Oh. What's the point? Who up Jimming? I've got to ask, why are there so many doors that I can't open? Or is that just for design? Is it the illusion of choice? Because, okay, great.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Huh? I want an achievement. How do I get it? Pull the lever, retrieve your achievement, no more steps, okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
This game sucks. I hate this game. Gamers! Wait, say it again.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday
This is so
and Happy
stupid.
12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
That's
Happy
so...
12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
What the fuck is the point? I hate everything.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
I would wear that red shirt.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Wait, was that a QR code?
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
I'll get back to it.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
What the fuck?
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
is going on?
it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on.
They're saying bucket
give
to it.
Try.
Looking for moves.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing
like
despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Bro,
The benefits
the
of the
bucket's
bucket
talking to
seem
me
to
like
go
the
on and
Green
on,
Goblin
don't they?
mask.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
What is this? I'm QR recording. Wait, what? It is an actual... Oh my fucking god. It's just... a sequel, huh? That's so stupid. Ads? It's okay. I'm waiting for the ads. I'm waiting for the ads. I'll eat crisps. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. There you go. You're welcome. They're hula hoops. Thank you for the 5 subs. Wait, really? Thank you. Stop thanking me for the gifted. No, just show the website. Describe their taste. Hula hoops? Hula hoop. Why is everyone saying... I gifted a sub and someone got it. I don't know who this is. I'm scared. I gifted a sub. Oh, Percy Jackson. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Where haven't I gone? Exit. Wait, infinite hole? Oh, wait!
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
That's so stupid. Oh, wait. Oh, I went to that one. Where is the infinite hole? Oh, here. Oh, fun!
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Seagucky
Now
POV.
then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Ooh.
From one perspective, the
Ooh.
infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Liar and a fraud.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you,
is so
then go ahead and
stupid.
press the
I love
teleport
it.
button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm waiting to see if anything else happens. Wee! 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 Wee!
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you... Oh, for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Guilty.
Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Am I the
I
problem?
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
This is so stupid.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Can you
Try it
help?
again.
Okay. It's not working. Why?
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
I don't want forever
You get to
hole.
be with the hole. I get to do literally
no.
anything else.
I don't want forever hole.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Let me out! No way! Every pause, wait. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Meeting at 2 p.m. Oh!
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. What?
Stanley? Stanley! Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I was having a great
You
time.
don't want to
Put me
miss
back.
a single moment.
Put me back.
So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Put me back. Put me back.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
No.
And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Put me
Toodle
back.
pip.
Don't toodle pit me. Put me back. It's whole time. Please? It's not whole time.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
That was awesome. That was so cool. Wait. Me want a hole? Okay, can we not? Let's all chill.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the collectibles exhibit. You see, there is a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the collectibles. And I
Okay.
really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles.
Okay.
Okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Okay, I'm here. Wait, where are the collectibles? Oh. What is this?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley
it now.
figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no
This won't
reward
stop
for collecting all of
until
them.
I die.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic
die,
joy of watching a number go
want it
up.
to hurt
You simply collect all of them,
bad.
and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
What? What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding? I hate this game.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Whoa, that's cool. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly
I want
clear
the
yet
whole
how
again, that was
exactly these
fun.
features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay
What?
experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well,
What the fuck is
insert
going
a few of
on?
my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A
Now, if you're still
title
here, let me
screen
get
that
some
says with
hose.
bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm trying. Oh, we're just going straight. This game is fucking insane. What the fuck is happening? The fourth wall doesn't even exist. This game is the fourth wall. What the fuck is going on?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on...
Okay, wait.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'm not horrified,
What could it
sorry.
mean?
This is just...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had...
Okay. Even the fucking pause... Oh my fucking god. This fucking game.
simply missed him. Stanley picked up the bucket.
I am in shock. Wait, I can't even go...
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
Happening?
This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I leave?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
This is so
That
fucking
way,
stupid.
if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
It's a bucket.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I can't get over the tiny details in this game. This is fucking brilliant.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Stanley and the bucket.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
This is so stupid.
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, dude.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
I don't
Was the
understand how this
bucket
ending is
guiding
going to be
him?
any different.
Yes, This is
I doubt it
certainly the
will
most
be.
logical explanation. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
This is so
you can't buy that
stupid.
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Bro, I have so many fucking thoughts about this game.
The elevator
They
raced
are so
downward,
smart.
plummeting towards an unknown
They're
fate.
just so smart.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Like,
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
I've already done that,
he
Fiona.
would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that
Well, no,
read
'cause I wanna do the
Mind
normal-
Control Facility.
is there any different ending with the bucket with the original ending? If not, I'll do escape. Oh, everyone is different? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm doing this one then.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Stanley in the bucket!
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I actually can't get over anything that's happening. Like, this is brilliant.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Right.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
Okay.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Evil bucket, no! No, it's evil bucket!
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it.
Hello. Hi. Hi. That's crazy timing. I caught it. I caught it. I caught it. That was crazy timing. I've never seen chat. So, okay. Chat, for context, the chat just moved quicker than I have ever seen it. And I was like, oh my god, have I just unlocked something crazy? I turn and realize my fucking stream is gone. And that's why you were all going crazy. Because I was so invested and I was like, oh my god, wait, have I just unlocked like a secret ending? And then I look over at my stream and I go, oh wait. And then I go, oh, that makes more, oh yeah, that adds up. That adds up, in fact. That's so fucking funny. All right, we're back. All right.
In watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Wait, what? Where's...
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered
guys still
the
see
door
the
on his
stream?
left.
Wait. What the fuck? Wait, what the wait.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands?
Yes,
Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes,
Not sure about that one.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
My internet's being really odd, chat, so I may end in a little bit, and then we'll recontinue this tomorrow. You guys are
Stepping
down?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
want it to go down
Stanley
again.
may have broken down into an emotional
But I'll
dumpster
probably
fire
hop in the
if
realm.
not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Off stream.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with
This
the
is so
bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
This is such a crazy fucking game. There's like not a game like this one.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Yippee! No, literally. No, don't hit the bucket. She's just a baby. The bucket did not. The bucket
As
did
the
not
machine
choose
whirred into
this.
motion and Stanley and the bucket
This is my
inched
fault,
closer
not
to
the
their
bucket's.
demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to
This
death?
fucking game.
This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death. It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
There's no fucking way. There is actually no fucking way.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life? No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Hole. Hole.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
This game is crazy. Okay. I can't get over this game, right? Because my internet's being odd and I don't want it to ruin the experience. I'm gonna let you guys disperse. I don't know who's actually live. Let me have a little look see. we're gonna raid into Groggle. We're gonna raid into Groggle, okay? Enjoy Grog's stream. I'm gonna go chill for a little bit. And then I may be on the realm a little bit later. I may even do an old stream. Call me crazy. Thank you guys for hanging out today. It's been a lovely stream. I'm gonna go rest. I think I'm a bit sunburned. My eyes just fucking hurt. I may do an old stream tonight and we can just kind of yap. Maybe. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm gonna go call my girlfriend and have a little chill time. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys in a few hours. And yeah, enjoy Grog's stream. All right, bye everyone. Have an amazing night. Bye-bye.